Hey y'all, this is Kenya's keepsake after dark, after hours, but not like that. I just had time today. And it's been a long day. Well, it's in the middle of anyway. I really wanted to come in here tonight because I was talking to my girl Keandra earlier. Shout out to Keandra. And she had mentioned about choosing your partner. And I told her, I said, I ended a relationship years ago, many, 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 many years ago, because I knew for myself that I would not choose him. I would not choose him again. I did not want to. People always say, think about it like this, y'all. People always say, oh, I want to be with the person that I can't live without. I can't live without, or be with the person that you can't. No, mm-mm, no. Be with the person that you can suffer with. That is important. Be with the person that you can suffer with. In my case, I would look and I knew that I would not want to suffer with him. I would not choose him. If he was going through something or in the future, I would not want to be there. I would not choose him. And ended a whole engagement, ended an entire engagement. And if I just went along with society and what everybody else said, I would be either in a miserable marriage, or I would be divorced by now. And I choose and I chose not to do either one of those. Either one of those. I did not want to be in a miserable marriage, and I did not want to be divorced by now. So I want everybody to think about that when they are thinking about their potential partner, their present partner, and their future partner. Would you choose? Well, you can't think about that with your future partner yet because you don't know. So think your past partner, your present partner. Focus on your present partner. But if you are single, think about your past and your future. Y'all see where I'm going with this. Follow me now. Would you suffer with that person? Would you choose that person? Would it really be sickness and health? Let's even talk about the sickness and health thing while I'm sitting here playing with the mic. Not even the sickness and health. Because even like I said, I would cringe at the thought of having to be there with him, having to be there for him. I didn't want to do it. I would not choose him. Listen to what I'm saying. You have to want to choose that person daily, suffering, and sickness. So back to the sickness and health. Marriage. I, for one, believe that we should take the vows out, and more people should write their own vows. That's number one. That's not where I was going with that. That could be a whole nother video. Where I was really going with this was that I also believe that marriage should have an expiration date or a renewal date, renewal slash expiration date. Hear me out. Just like car registration. Well, car registration is yearly, we're not. But anything else that you need a renewal for, marriage should also be in there. Why? Multiple reasons, guys. Multiple reasons. People grow, people have different experiences within the years, whether they're individual experiences or experiences with their partner whom they're married to. Things change, environments change, situations change. And guess what? You figure out if you want to choose that person or not. That's when you figure out if you will suffer with that person with no resentment. No resentment. I'm talking you will be there. Be there wiping butt, suffering, hospital, financial hardships, anything that comes their way, anything, family issues and challenges. Do you want to suffer with that person? You have the right to choose if you do or if you do not. Back to marriage. I believe that there should be an expiration date, a renewal date. You should be able coming up on 7 years. We love the 7 year itch. Coming up on that seventh year, it should be time to evaluate, and renew. It should. It should. Yeah, it really might decrease the divorce rates, guys. So that was my short spiel. I was in here, and again, that was a very short. I can go deeper into it, but it just spun off of a discussion that we had with my girl. And yeah, I did, and I never regret it. I never looked back. I knew self discovery, guys. Know yourself, know what you want. And if you do not, it is okay. Be willing to learn yourself. Be willing to learn what you want, what you can tolerate, what you will choose, and who you will choose. And that will save a lot of time, a lot of heartbreak. But also, again, take everything as an experience and a lesson in what you learn from that. I have no regrets. I learned a lot. My experiences, I learned a lot about myself and what I want for my present and my future. I learned a lot about that. Why? Because I chose me. It's not being selfish. That's a whole I do a whole another lesson about selfishness. This is not selfishness. But I knew that I wouldn't choose him. And sometimes you just know, and you do things out of resentment because you feel like you have to be there and you have to be with that person. It's okay to not choose that person. Hmm. Comment, let me know your experiences. If you want a part two about me getting into my story on how it all played out when I chose myself, I broke off my engagement, and I just, you know what? I lost weight, and the weight was over. And when I say weight, I am talking pounds, and I am also talking about procrastination. The weight physically, and the weight because listen, I'm not saying I walked away immediately. It took years to come up with an exit plan for me to walk away, but knowing that I would not choose him. So the weight of waiting to exit the door, and the weight, I was definitely heavier then, and the wait was over and the wait was gone, y'all. So look, choosy. Choose yourself. Know who you're not going to choose. All right, y'all. So again, comment, share, tell me your comments. Tell me your stories. Have you guys ever had someone that you just knew that you would not choose? You would not choose that person. When you are over there and you're thinking like that person is in front of you, that person is here, but you just want to choose somebody else. Tell me your story. If you want to hear part two, part three, or if you want me to get more into my story on how, like I said, it all played out. I was engaged, unengaged, all in 1 year, y'all. Engaged, unengaged. That was my year. Listen, that was my year. So if y'all want to hear part two, comment, tell your girl, let me know, and we'll get into it.